Parm Saran is a licensed, registered nurse with nearly 30 years of experience. She specializes in mental health and is an advocate for removing the stigma around mental illness. She is a certified therapist, coach, and motivational speaker. She is a holistic nursepreneur helping thousands with her online program, Pain to Purpose. She believes in creating your own destiny and empowering yourself, helping people live life by design and not by default. She has a YouTube channel where she encourages people to choose faith over fear and speak out against bullying, stigma, abuse, and violence. Her best-selling book, Own Your Life, Create As You Go, has inspired many to live life to its fullest potential. Parm is a wife and a mother, and her everyday message, especially to women, is do it. Because your kids deserve a mother they can brag about. She believes you can change your story to change your life and inspires people to do the same. Parm's motive is to help people find their inner power and be the person they are meant to be. Please welcome a voice of change, Parm Saran, and get ready for her show, Grow Your Greatness.
Hello everyone, Sat Shri Akal, Namaste, Adab, good morning, good evening. I hope you all are doing great. I know I'm late for this episode. Usually I upload it on Wednesdays. So what happened this Wednesday, I was still under the effect of the movie that I watched on Tuesday. That's LSC, Lal Singh Chadda. So that movie made me think that we are always running, and there is no time to take a breath even. We are so busy in trying to live our life that sometimes we even forget to breathe, like literally. Now, I know you might be thinking, that's silly. I never forget to breathe. Breathing is automatic. Exactly. That's the thing. Breathing is automatic. And that's why sometimes we forget to even breathe the right way. What I mean by breathing the right way, I will talk about it later. So, after watching this film, because I was still kind of under the effect of that movie, and I got a little bit lazy for recording. Then I was thinking, what should I record? And then because that movie had so much impact and that movie is so much packed with wisdom, I thought, why not talk about that? So let's talk about the movie, my impression of the movie or my opinion of the movie or what I got from it. And I know my perception may not be the same as yours. Yours might be different, and that's okay. We all have the right to our own opinions, own perceptions, own judgments. Well, judgment is not a very good word anyway. So, and sometimes we agree to disagree, right? And that's maturity. So what I got from this movie is 3 things. Number 1, our mind has power. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. You can get out of any shackles of life if you use your mind power. Your mind has the power to create the life you want to create, no matter what others say. And second, you only need one virtue to live this life completely to the fullest, to the joyous level, and that virtue is a virtue of love. When you go through life using that virtue of love, you are so aligned within yourself and with the higher self that you don't see anyone as your opponent, as your enemy. You don't even see any frauds, any betrayal. You are so oblivious to these things that you just live within yourself. You just live so completely. You just live as human. And the third thing that I got from the movie is when you are doing anything, It could be your job or your business. When you're doing it from the point of compassion and passion from within, from inside, and you are completely immersed in it with 100% honesty and hard work, then everything is possible. Money follows when you follow your passion. Money becomes the secondary part of it. But when you are completely focused on just the monetary gains, when you are only focused on getting fame and money, then you start going deep into a dark hole. When your only motive is that, and that motive is without any compassion, without any virtues, without any values. When you leave your values aside, you just go after, and then you kind of want to get it by any means, by hook or crook. That's when you go deeper into the dark hole. That's what I found interesting in that movie. That being human is your superpower. You don't have to be a superhuman being. Just being human, just being kind, just being open to every possibility. That's being a superhuman. That's being a true human being. When you're using your power as a human being, because we are spiritual beings in these bodies, and we are enjoying these bodily experiences, we are enjoying these worldly experiences, but when we are forgetting to thrive, and we go on to this mundane rat race of surviving the life instead of thriving the life, that's when problems come. When we forget to listen to our body, when we forget to take a break, that's when the things start getting complicated. That's when we start saying that my health is suffering, my body is suffering, my mind is suffering, my brain is suffering. Suffering comes when we are continuously in this rat race of having a bigger house than my neighbor, having a bigger car than my brother or sister, or we are in this competition with others on the basis of material things, instead of being in competition with yourself, just trying to be a better version of yourself that you were 6 months ago, or a year ago, or a few weeks ago, or even yesterday. By doing just one thing better than you did yesterday, that's your one step towards becoming the best version of yourself. That's your next step to live a life to your fullest potential. But we forget these things. We forget that our body needs rest. Our mind needs rest. We need a break. When we don't listen to our body cues, that's when our body goes into this state called dis-ease. Dis-ease, disease that we call, that is dis-ease. When we are moving away from the easiness of the body, from the easiness of the mind, from the easiness of our living styles. When our style of life is based on one word, and that word is so common nowadays, even little kids are using that word, and that word is stress. When we are going through life thinking stress is normal, that's when our body and our mind goes into dis-ease. I learned it hard way how to listen to your body. I was the person who wouldn't even take a sick leave few years ago. No matter how I was feeling, I'll still show up at work. I'll take Tylenol or Advil or whatever. I will go to work. So what happened one day, this was a few years ago when I was in England, I went to work. I had severe migraine as soon as I got up, but I took the meds and went to work. One of my colleagues, he looked at me and he said, "Param, you don't look well. And I said, yeah, I don't feel well. And then he was like, so what are you doing here? I said, well, who would have covered for me? There is no other in-charge nurse. There is no other registered nurse on the unit, because there used to be one registered nurse and then 3 personal support workers. I said, who would have covered? He said, that's none of your business. I said, well, I feel like it is. Then he said something to me that hit me really hard, and I keep his words with me till this day. He said, Param, listen, if something happens to you, work is going to replace you like this in weeks. But your family, they are never going to find a replacement. They're never going to find you. They're never going to have you back. So what's most important for you? And that brought tears to my eyes. I was like, wow. I never thought from that perspective, because I was always worried about if I don't show up, what's going to happen to my clients. I never thought that if something happened to me, what's going to happen to my family? What's going to happen to my children? Who's going to look after them? So that hit me hard, and that's when I started looking after myself more, taking care of my body more, taking breaks. That's when I started taking vacations. That's when I started taking sick leaves that I am entitled to. So today, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you listen to your body? Do you listen to the cues your body gives you? Do you take time to rest? Do you take breaks? And taking a break doesn't mean that you have to go out of the country or out of the city or on a long vacation. Taking a break means just stepping outside of your daily busyness and take some time just for yourself. You need a break to reset your mind and body, to align yourself within yourself. You need a break. And there are so many ways you can take a break. I have a list in front of me because I didn't want to forget anything, so I have it in front of me, and I'm going to share with you all the ways that you can take a break from your daily routine. There are almost 50 ways to take a break. There is an easy way to take a break. First method to take a break is just take a nap during the day. Yes, it's okay to take a nap. It's okay to take time for yourself. But make sure that nap isn't longer than 20 to 25 minutes, because what happens when you take a long nap during the day, that's going to affect your night sleep. So if you're taking a nap, take it for 20-25 minutes, not more than half an hour. Okay? So that's an easy way to take a break. Second is take a bath. Take a warm bath. Fill your bathtub, put some essential oils in it, put some Epsom salt, light some candles, and just lie down in it. Just relax. Put some light music on. Stay there for 15-20 minutes or as long as you want to. That's another way to take a break. These things sound so simple, but still we don't do them. Then another one is listen to music. Listen to your favorite music. Put your music on loud and dance. Dance to it. Dance alone. Doesn't matter if you know how to dance or not. Just jump around. One, that's going to boost your mood. And second, that's going to calm your mind. And then third, that's going to make you feel relaxed and happy. Go to the nature. Sit in the lap of nature. Go out in a park and sit under a tree and even hug a tree. Walk on the grass with bare feet. Feel closeness to that nature. That will calm your mind. That's such a good way to take a break. Then while you are out there, out in the nature, Go near some water. Go near a lake or pond or whatever is available. Sit by the waterside. That sound of waterfall is so calming, so relaxing. That's a really good way to take a break every day. And while you are there, sitting by the water or under the tree or on the grass, watch clouds. I love watching clouds. Just admire the nature, admire the universe. Or you're going at night, then watch the stars. Look at the stars with amazement, with amazement and curiosity of that little child that you were. That will help you to feel so alive within yourself. You can do meditation. Listen to a guided meditation. Put it on YouTube and listen to it. Sit. Or if you don't want to listen to a guided meditation, what you can do is just sit in a quiet place, in a corner. Just close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Just do that for even 10 minutes. That's enough of a break for you to get your mind quietened. Because when you quiet your mind, you are able to think more clearly and make wiser decisions. And breathe right. Do some deep breathing every day. Deep breathing means your diaphragm should go all the way and you should feel your breath in your belly. Your belly should go up when you are inhaling and then go down when you're exhaling. That's when I said we forget to breathe right, because most of the time we're just breathing from here. That's not full breath. You need to have deep breaths to let the lungs expand fully to gain more oxygen. Okay? What else you can do is call a friend. Talk to someone you like talking to. Don't call someone that you feel like you're gonna get negative vibes from them. You don't want to call a friend who is gonna dump their problems on you, because your purpose of calling them is a means to feel relaxed. Now, I'm not asking you not to call friends who have problems or who are in trouble. I do. Listen to them too. But when your purpose is to calm your mind, to take a break, call someone that will make you laugh, that will make you happy to talk to. And notice your body. Whenever you feel any signs in your body, you feel tired, you feel lethargic, or even when you wake up in the morning and you don't feel refreshed, that means your body might have rested, but your mind hasn't. That is a clue to you that you need more rest. You need more than just sleep. You need a break. Buy some flowers. I personally don't like to pluck flowers. I like flowers on the plants. But if you are someone who likes to have flower vases, buy flowers. And buy flowers for yourself. You don't have to buy for anyone, or you don't have to wait for someone else to buy flowers for you. Just buy flowers for yourself. That makes you happy. That's also a way to take a break from the routine of everyday life. Find a relaxation scent or perfume or scented candles. What I have here in my room is lavender. That's very relaxing. And I even use perfume that's lavender scented. And if you're looking for candles, if you can find eucalyptus one, that's really good too. Or you can have infusers in your room that works with essential oils. You can do that too. That totally change the environment of the room where you're sitting or sleeping. Go for a walk or go for a run or go for a bike ride. Whatever makes you feel light. I don't want to miss any from the list. Eat your favorite meal, but make sure when you are eating your favorite meal, eat it in silence. Eat it with mindfulness. Be very mindful when you are having your food. If you want to get 100% advantage of what you are eating, number one, you have to thank the food. Number two, thank the universe for giving you food, for providing you. or for enabling you to provide for yourself. Number 3, chew it properly, because half of the digestion should start and should finish in our mouth. Our saliva has so many enzymes to digest the food. So if you are chewing it properly enough, then it's easy for our body to digest it. And that's going to give you more benefit. When you are eating food, if you look at the food and say, I don't like this, but I'll still eat it, trust me, that food is not going to do you any favor. It's mind-body connection. Praise the food. Praise the person who made the food for you, who cooked the food for you, to get the full advantage of that food. Read a book. That's my favorite pastime. That's my way to take a break. If you're someone who don't like reading books, then you can watch a funny movie. But do something so that you are just away from the everyday chores. Go to park or go to a farmer's market. Yes, go to farmer's market where there will be 2 benefits. You will be out and about, you will meet new people, and you will be able to get fresh fruits and vegetables, and you are helping the local farmers. There's so many advantages of going to farmer's market. Find out the day the farmer's market happens in your area and go there. Let go of something. That's my favorite. Let go of something every day. That means let go of a fear. Let go of a regret. Let go of a guilt, shame. Let go of anything that's bothering you. Let go of hate. There is a very good activity that you can do to let go. Buy some balloons. Fill the balloon with air. And then write on it with marker, write on it whatever you are letting go. For example, today I'm letting go of my anger towards so and so or towards anything. And then let that balloon go. Let it go to the air. Let it fly. When you do this exercise, you immediately are going to feel such a sense of relief within yourself. Try it. Climb a tree. That's fun activity. I don't want you to try to climb a tree if you have any issue with your joints. Climb a tree is more for kind of young people. What I do, when you go to the parks, there are children slides, and there are ladders, and then you go onto the ladder and then you come down through the slide. You can do that too. I do that sometimes when there are no children around. That's really fun activity. Never let your child go away. Never let your inner child go away. Keep it alive all the time. Coloring, drawing, and painting. This activity is so calming. It has really good benefits, really good effects. Find some drawings, find some crayons, or find some sketch pens. Do some coloring. When you are coloring anything, you are so focused on coloring and making a pattern or making a design that you forget about rest of the world. And painting too, if you like painting. Even if you don't know how to paint, you don't have to paint on a canvas. You can just go to dollar store and buy some clay pots. You can paint them. You know what I did? I bought a statue of Buddha from dollar store. It was clay colored, and then I colored it into my own color. That's very relaxing. Read poetry or write poetry. If you don't like writing, just read it. Or you don't have to be a poet or a writer to write poetry. You can write anything for anyone. Write few lines for your special person, for your favorite person, for your husband, for your wife, for your partner, or whosoever, for your children. Write anything, and it doesn't have to rhyme. Okay, we're not entering into a poetry competition. You are doing it for your good, for your benefit, for relaxing yourself. Oh yes, do one act of kindness every day. And doing act of kindness doesn't mean that you have to give someone money. It doesn't have to be any material things. Being kind to any stranger is, for example, giving a compliment to someone. But that compliment should come from here. That compliment should be authentic. Do the compliment if you really feel it. Tell someone you like their dress, they like their shoes, you like the way they speak, you like the way they smile. Or while you're walking around in the city, smile at a stranger. They may or may not smile back at you, but you might get their attention for a minute. That will give them a break from whatever is going in their mind. They will definitely think about you. And if they smile back, that's amazing. If someone doesn't have a smile, give them one of yours. That's an act of kindness, because you never know what people are going through in their everyday life. That smile, that one-time smile, might be the only time that they smiled. So do that. Give compliments. Give your smile. Be kind. Hold a door for someone. Offer to help someone to put their groceries in the car if they need help. Do anything. That's just doing something from the heart. That will open your heart chakra. That will open your heart. And more you open, more you receive. More you give, more you receive. More love you give, more love you're gonna receive. Forgive someone. That's a really good way to take a break from your mental stress. And to forgive, you don't always have to have an apology from the person. You don't need to. That person, whosoever you think or you feel did wrong to you, you don't have to have their sorry or their apology. Just forgive them. Just bless them. That will do wonders, because we are vibrational beings. Our vibes reach each other. When you are forgiving someone from the heart, when you are sending the forgiving vibes, you are sending loving vibes, that person, trust me, is receiving the vibe, and their perspective of you will automatically change with time. Make sure you keep your frequencies at higher level. Learn something new. Do word puzzles. That's taking you away from the everyday tasks. Spend 10 minutes. I am doing nowadays, some of you might have heard, a Wordle, a word puzzle game called Wordle. And only yesterday my daughter was saying that someone who really loved doing word puzzles, and they had a friend or loved one who also liked doing word puzzles, but that person wanted them to do the word puzzles together, and that's how they created this app called Wordle. It's a web-based game, and now the whole world is playing it. How amazing is that? When you create something with love, it gets received by everyone with love. Start doing Wordle. It's amazing. You just have to guess one word every day. It takes your mind away from everything else. Turn off all the electronics. Stay away from social media for a few hours. Make a promise to yourself that from, for example, 6 p.m. till 9 in the morning, I'm not touching my phone. I'm not going on social media. I know it sounds hard because we are so much addicted and involved with our phones, but those phones are not doing us any good. They are taking us away from ourselves. They're taking us away from our loved ones. So try to stay away from electronic devices at least for a few hours. Drive somewhere new. If you like driving, drive somewhere where you have never been before. I like driving when it's raining. I like driving to the countryside where there is no traffic. The purpose is just to stay away from everyday tasks, just to get some me time, some you time from everyday routine, so that you can reset and recharge yourself. We are recharging our phones, our laptops every time, but do we ever think about recharging ourselves? Now, taking a break is a way to recharge your body and your mind and your brain. Hope you will try to do at least one thing out of all these things and start recharging yourself. Start aligning yourself within yourself. Start enjoying the life as you're supposed to enjoy. Until we meet again, keep recharging yourself. Keep smiling.